Right, okay then. This is a test with my Samsung headphone set. Today we're going to be looking at this piece of equipment. And yes, it's made by Energizer. And yes, it's one of those, what you call downlighters, or I'm not sure what the actual definition of them is. But if you have a look, it's got this nice little sensor here. And what it does, it's a motion sensor. Actually, look at that. Now that is pretty good. Obviously it turned off because I'm near this point here, but as you can see, it gives off quite a decent light. And now the camera's having trouble focusing, obviously. If we put it downwards, you can see the amount of light that you'd expect out of this. And obviously camera's giving it a bit of "what are you doing to me" kind of situation. So we turn that off, which we cannot do. That's unusual. Right, unplug. All it is a dedicated 3-pin or 6-pin. I'm not sure which way around it is. It goes into one side. We'll have a look at the plug pack in a moment. But at the moment I just want to focus on the actual device itself. Aha, we have specs. So it's a cabinet light, there you go, LED cabinet light, 12 volt, 6 watts. Non-replaceable LED, clearly. And I got it from B&M, made in China. Lovely jubbly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a look, take this thing apart and see what makes it chooch. Rightio. So I thought I'd pull the camera a little bit back so I can actually see what we're doing. Let me get rid of my solder line, put it up there, out the way. Right, I've got cables and stuff, and obviously my mobile phone holder and light holder there, which is good for when you're on a budget, shall we say. But yeah, this is the whole thing, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a look at taking it apart. Which is quite difficult because I've got the viewfinder on my monitor to the left. You may just see it to the corner there. Actually, let me turn that round just a little bit. There we go. Sorry, I lost my recording just then. Still got the sound though, so that's good. So let's have a look at opening this thing then, shall we? I will need a screwdriver. I think you'd find one in a setup like this, wouldn't you? But no, that's my arm. Hello, arm. Right, so from what I can guess, see those clips there? Probably have to pull those out, so I'll get as close as the camera and a bit of light as I can, and gently just remove. We have 2 wires. That's obviously the cable end. Let's see. Okay. That's pretty cool. That just pops off. So that's the light shield. And then we have the lovely LEDs. There's quite a few of them there. I'm not going to bother counting them. If you're in HD, you can. You can pause the video and count them if you really want to. So we have the, let me zoom in. So here we have the little circuit there. Looks pretty nifty. As I said, all it probably is a little microcontroller, which allows you, with the software on it, just to, on each pass of your varying light, enables or disables the electronics. Obviously there's a little, probably a little MOSFET package just where my finger is, transistor package there, which probably switches the light on and off. Obviously the 2 sensors there, so obviously a read and a view out and a view in, like an opto isolator, that being a microchip, and a few resistors and passives and whatnot on there. So that's quite a cool construction. I wonder if we can go any further. Let me see if this, oh, it does. Wow. Oh, Now I would have thought they'd have heat paste on the back of this, but it doesn't look as though it does. Well, I'm guessing it doesn't anyway. So that's the aluminium frame, which is obviously good for heat sinking. And there's the LEDs, and there's, again, as I said, no thermal paste or anything used, no thermal conductor. So it's just that aluminium on the back of the aluminium board. So that's the little processor. So it's got all the unique. Sorry about the shaky hand. Shaky. Got some descriptive text on it. What does that say? Out, in, obviously. Let me have a look, see what I can see on here. Not a lot because the light's not quite on it, but you can gather. I say this is a 12 volt power supply output 4. So yeah, that's pretty nifty. I quite like it. So the next footage I'm going to do is basically going to be having a look at the actual power supply itself. So let's get to that then, shall we? Right, yeah, let's get these 3 pieces out of the way, and so I'll unplug the adapter and have a look. I will attempt to open the adapter, but a lot of the time they're hermetically sealed, so I'm not sure how far I'm going to be able to get with that. So obviously this is made by Eveready, so but it looks as though, could be wrong, looks as though this is oh no, it is branded. I thought it might have been an unbranded Energizer LED, 300 milliamps, 50 to 60 hertz, output 12 volts, half an amp. Well, 6 watts. That's pretty generous. But looking at it, I don't think I'm going to be able to get in there, and I'm not going to waste my time trying to get in there, because I do actually use this light strip. As you can tell, I've got quite a bright light above my workbench at the moment, as you can tell. Not really adjusted exposure fully for it, but I normally use that as my normal work light, so obviously couldn't use that, so I just used this one instead. But yeah, so that's a quick look at that. As I said, I do apologise, I'm not going to open this. I may do for another video. Obviously I have other 12 volt adapters which I could use to power this thing, and it'll be just a case of chopping off the connector, which for that instance is this little doobly-doo. So it's just like a board, circuit board with the pins on, and that is gold plated. Maybe looks silver on the camera, but there is some gold sheen to it. Maybe it's come off if I get the right light on it. But yeah, you could easily chop that off and repurpose it and stick a 12 volt power supply or another 12 volt power supply onto it, I suppose. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. Please support me on the links in the description below. Lovely jubbly. See you all next time. Spot on.